Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. I'm going to do two today, so you'll see two videos in my happy shirt because I am happy. So let's get started. One is an update for me. I just want to let you know that I'm working on 3 projects. One is with the Missouri Bar Association. The Missouri Bar has a program called the Mini Law School, and there are a couple of different versions of it opened up in different cities in Missouri. I, however, will be opening it it's sponsored by the Missouri Bar, but I am facilitating all the classes in my hometown. So that starts in October. I'm really excited about being able to bring information to my community, and I'm really excited about partnering with the Missouri Bar and them working with me to bring this and basically footing the bill for everything. So that's one project. I'm also a Missouri Bar Young Lawyers Committee or your Young Lawyers Section Council member. So the Missouri Bar has different branches. One of the branches, there's the Missouri Bar Association, but there's also the Missouri Bar Young Lawyers section. There are certain, within the Young Lawyers section, there are, everyone under 36, I believe, is a young lawyer. But there are young lawyer council members, and you have to actually run for that position, and it's an election, and it depends on what spots are available. So this year, there were 3 spots available. 2 of them were filled by attorneys who were already on the Young Lawyers Section Council, but I think they have a 2-year term, so they have to run again. So those 2 spots, they have to run again, and they won those 2 spots. There were 3 of us, myself and 2 others, that ran for spots as well, and I happened to make it. So I am a new member, so I'm excited about that. Previously, I worked with the Missouri Bar as a participant in the Leadership Academy, which taught me a lot. I met a lot of people, and I worked on a great program and implemented basically a project for the Missouri Bar. So it sounds like I've been busy, but I've been being involved. That's what I've been doing. The other thing is, so I talked about the Missouri Bar. It's called the Mini Law School for the public. I created a program. It's called We the Students in the St. Louis area, which is where I am. Most of you, if you've watched previous videos, you know that I am an attorney in St. Louis City. So I have reached out to St. Louis Public Schools and created this program called We the Students. I'm with the Bar Association of Metropolitan St. Louis. I'm on a Young Lawyers Exec Board. So being a part of that group, I'm working with them actually, and I talked to that group about who we wanted to target. So I came up with this program to go into schools and use an hour of their time, however many times they want, once a month is what I was thinking. And basically what we do is talk to sophomores, because that's the targeted audience, about 15, 16-year-olds, that before they started getting their license, lots of students I'm finding out don't understand points. They don't know about points in their license. They don't know about getting their license revoked or suspended. And so basically I've developed a program to kind of go over that information with them to be proactive rather than reactive. So the program that I created, I titled We the Students, kind of like We the People. I kind of wanted a legal, but also so that you can tell this was tailored towards students, sort of catchy name for it. And basically it's an initiative to empower and educate students. So I reached out to St. Louis Public Schools to see if they'd be interested. in basically having us come. So by us, I mean volunteer lawyers that I reach out to ask them if they would volunteer their time, whatever works around the schools. So far, and I would like to start this program in September, which is next month. So far I've had probably 3 or 4 schools reach out. One reached out with very specific stuff that we're going to be able to move forward on. The other ones reached out as being interested, but they don't have the information and they haven't gotten back with me. So the one school that reached out, they have available time, so I'm going to reach out to some other lawyers, ask if they want to volunteer during these times. What we've decided to do is twice a month, September, October, November, December, is to come and present for an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. The program was tailored by material and curriculum from the Missouri Bar and a lesson plan. For example, juvenile law. They have published material on what they think juvenile law should encompass and what they should know. So I basically used the curriculum from there, and I brought it because there's this thing that people assume, oh, it's online, so the world has access to it. People have access to it. Some people are not online. It's hard to think about, but where I'm from a small town with about 4,000 to 5,000 people. Some people are not online. Some people prefer not to get online. So that doesn't make the information accessible. So I'm all about information sharing, as you can tell with my lengthy videos on my YouTube page. So the idea was to take that information that they have online and actually bring it into the schools, because they know nothing about this stuff, even though it is online. I mean, if you don't know about it, then you don't know to go to it. So I've gotten brochures and I've gotten paperwork, and there was a lesson plan created by Millie, who is a staff member on the Missouri Bar, and it's for juvenile law. So basically I've taken that lesson plan and I'm going to use that, but then I've also created other lesson plans so that any lawyer that wants to volunteer does not have to be knowledgeable in this area. They just have to read off the paper. In addition to that, it's for sophomore students, high school students. They can get bored. So I am making it so that it's interactive, so that somebody plays the defendant, somebody plays the judge. You ask the students a lot of questions, get a lot of feedback from what they think. How old do you have to be for this? How old do you have to be for that? What do you think? Things like, going into an abandoned building because they think that that's not a crime. It actually is a crime. And a lot of things that I'm seeing is people are committing crimes without realizing their crimes. Now, I'm not talking about the tricksters who are like, I didn't know, or everybody did it. I mean, really, people are committing crimes without realizing their crimes. I have family members who are upstanding people who I'll tell them a story about something and something that's a crime, and they'll be like, oh, you can't do that? So it's not that people don't care. It's that they sometimes really don't know. And unfortunately, when you get stopped, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Otherwise, everybody would use it. So I think it's the saying knowledge is power is really cliche and it's really overquoted, but the power does not lie in money, in my personal opinion. The power lies in information. If you know things, for example, in the celebrity world, if you know things, the magazines are going to pay you to find that information out, to get that information, extract it from you. When you know better, you do better. When you know about scholarships or opportunities, you can go after those. So a lot of what I'm doing is centered around that. So that's the second thing. The first one is the mini law school with the Missouri Bar. The second one is Bar Association of Metropolitan St. Louis. We the students. It's the program for the sophomore high school students. The third thing is with the Women Lawyer Association, and that is a how-to series that I'm working on with a judge within the Women Lawyers Association. And it's basically how to become a judge is one of the first series, how to become a ALJ, administrative law judge. how to become a mediator / arbitrator, how to become a GAL, guardian ad litem. So it's a how-to series that we're going to cover starting in January, and it's going to go to about May. And it's just going to cover how to do certain things, where to go, what's the process like for becoming one, what do you do once you are one, that kind of thing, for new and seasoned attorneys. So those are 3 programs that I'm working on, and it sounds like I'm busy, but I have the time, and I have, it's just me, so I'm able to get these things done. And I'm not doing all of this by myself. I have a lot of help. For the mini law school, I have my friends, my family, a lot of people are helping. I have a friend of mine who's actually helping me on the information technology side, creating a flyer, developing a page. So I'm not doing a lot of this alone, but it's important that if I have the time, to make the time to share what I know. That way it reaches the masses, and we can all do better rather than just me and 2 other people doing better. So that is the update for me right now. That's pretty much what I'm working on, and I said I was going to do this update, and I was going to do more videos and try to stay a little bit more up, and update the channel a little more, because I have been going like months without doing a video. So the next video will be a requested video, which was about my job hunting experience, which everybody wants to know but nobody wants to do. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.